We've actually achieved an enormous amount of profile and impact during my term so far. For example, we have grown and valued our partnerships with FICCI Invest India, the Business Council of Australia, the Export Council of Australia, the Confederation of Indian Industry, the India-Australia Chamber of Commerce, the IPGA, and one can go on also with the Australian industry groups as well. So some of the performances that we've done has included such highlights as the impact of AIBC, in fact, worked in our favor rather than against us, because we decided to use it as an opportunity to highlight the use of digital communication in a range of Australia-India trade issues. We were able to bring diversity of opinions and personalities and volunteers to produce really great outcomes in promoting trade and investment. We were able to ensure greater transparency in our professional communication with members. And one of our big reforms has really paid off, and that is the establishment of national industry chapter chairs, from sports to infrastructure to business enterprises to looking at a range from health to agribusiness. It's been one of our great success stories that we've been able to do that together with very active presidents in each of our states and their state chapters. We've also used social media at this COVID-19 time to help us further enhance communication. Our Australia-India Trade Index is something we've been trying to develop and move forward with. And we've also discouraged individual membership of the AIBC and increased our affiliate and corporate memberships. We've also developed very good teams in many of our state chapters. And I'd like to continue to see that really good cooperation between the different states with a national agenda fitting in well with each state agenda. We're also attracting some of the large corporations to invest in Australia and also make an effort to go for corporate, medium, and small businesses through our industry chapter chairs and to our state presidents and chapters. We're also looking, when I look at some of the great achievements, at the end of the day, the profile we have with the business interests in India and Australia, the Indian government, the Australian government, the trade organizations, states, and of course the federal trade agencies like Austrade and others. We all see them as a very active network supporting what we're doing. And we are also passionately interested in promoting continuous improvement in our planning and wanting to use volunteers that want to help in a very positive way. AIBC in its 35th year has now entered a new realm. Now we're now by far easily recognized as the only body that can promote the Australia-India trade and investment relationship in a very serious way. This was the original objective of the Prime Ministers of India and Prime Minister of Australia, when over 30 years ago, they encouraged the establishment of the Australia-India Business Council. We've also, in this 35th year, we've risen above personalities and self-interest and focused on outcomes. And we will continue this focus on outcomes in this 35th year as we try and encourage trade and investment in every part of the supply chain, be it in health, education, and also we're taking an interest in defense as well. So right across the board, we are looking at enhancing and accelerating the trade and investment between Australia and India. And we're also launching the Australia-India Business Enterprises, which is a new initiative that's just currently underway that will look to further allowing AIBC to act as a broker between businesses to increase trade and investment between Australia and India. And some of the things that we've just recently done, like the attracting the 7 of the biggest and the best ICT companies to invest in Australia, in Springfield here in Queensland as well, and also interviewing former Prime Minister Tony Abbott, the special trade envoy for Prime Minister Morrison. That's another event that's coming up next week. This is the AIBC now at a much more broader level, connecting at all levels to promote trade and investment between Australia and India. Well, my vision for the AIBC in the future is to grow. One of the things at a practical level is to grow our revenue through entities like Australia-India business enterprises, so that that revenue far exceeds the membership. This will allow us investment in communication and marketing in a range of different areas. I look forward, in fact, in these coming years, and for my successors in particular, to consolidate the focus on outcomes. At the end of the day, we're here to do three things. First, attract very important business deals to Australia and India and vice versa. Identify these golden business opportunities. Find a place that we can connect them to, and then lock up a deal. And I think that's very, very important. In the past, we have tended to focus on just identifying the golden birds of business opportunity. We've occasionally found a cage for them, but our track record in locking up the cage has not been very good. We need to move beyond curry, cricket, and the Commonwealth and use those three areas, in fact, to enhance other trade deals. For example, if we do something in defence, ICT, or health, let's talk about that first, and then let's finish it off with cricket, curry, and the Commonwealth. So I see an AIBC where we've got strong industry association links. We work together well. We network together well. We attract volunteers who are genuinely interested in the Australia-India trade relationships. We discourage volunteers who have another agenda. And we move forward with a very hard-nosed approach to measuring our success. And one of the things that I would like to do is to make sure that we also have succession planning at all levels of our organization, so that there's always an organization that is here with one sole purpose: to promote the increase in trade and investment between Australia and India. We're in an era now of the Quad. Our geopolitical situation is very, very precarious. You now have an alliance of Australia, India, Japan, and Korea in the Quad. The Quad is not just a defense alliance, it is also a trade and investment alliance. And we should be capitalizing on that as India becomes a very crucial partner for Australia in a range of areas, not just in trade and investment, but particularly in defense. Here are opportunities that we should seize, opportunities that we should get hold of. The other one is to work with our Indian diaspora. We have over 700,000 Indian diaspora in Australia, and this is an opportunity for us to use that social capital to enhance both the economic and social capital of Australia and India. We have an unrivaled opportunity as we move to 2022 and beyond to make exceptional progress in the trade and investment relationship between Australia and India. And the AIBC is going to be at the forefront of it. We're going to plan it well, and we're going to be there to make a difference.